And welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane and I do readings for the Pisces Collective. I'd like to thank everybody who's been going to my Magic of Gratitude channel and subscribing. It means a lot to me. Thank you so very much. Thank you to everybody who's donated. Thank you to everybody who watches here and there. As always, your support means a lot to me. So today we're going to be looking at the blocks, Pisces. It's a day of blocks. Blocks is always the hard day, isn't it? It's the day where you have to admit to yourself that something is like mucking up the whole thing. And how do we get over that? Well, with the cards that came out for the day of block, we had the Prince of Swords and the Page of Swords. So they're very difficult energies to deal with. Honestly, when you are dealing with these two, they're quite the pair, because one will rush in where everybody's afraid to go, and the other one, well, the truth is subjective to what he's telling you, right? You may be like chasing imaginary windmills with this one. So the Princess Swords here, just showing you this beautiful deck, because this is my original deck that I started to row with, and yeah, it's gorgeous. I love it. And yeah, so that's coming through. I feel that if you rush into something, you might end up telling yourselves half-truths. It's because you've rushed into it. You didn't take the time that you needed to go and discover all the ingredients that you needed. It would be like the Page of Swords. We'll go with the cake again. Like the Page of Swords saying, oh, I don't know if you can make a cake. That's kind of a long process. You know that, right? Baking a cake from scratch. And the Prince of Swords going, I can bake a cake. No problem, I can bake a cake. But you get all the ingredients. You don't do all of the research. You throw them all together only to realize that you didn't put the baking powder in it. And now your cake did not rise. So it comes back to this one who's going, well, I told you you couldn't do it, right? It was very complicated. So the chances of you succeeding was not great. So they feed off of each other, these energies. So this is what they're kind of warning you about. If something in your life, you may be trying to rush into something, but the thing is you really have to take the time to figure out if you're doing it right or if you're missing anything as you're going in. So the energies of you, fire and earth, should help you out. And this, of course, is air. So this could also have to do with the way you communicate things. Make sure you know all the facts before you communicate what you think. Situations can take a swift turn if you don't know exactly what's going on. Okay? Okay. You decided to wake up, or else, why did you draw me? Alright, I'm going to leave this one like this because we're going to look at this one first. I really want to... I want to figure out, plus it's 37 as 10. So, right away when it says you decided to wake up, I feel like, the lightning striking through the alarm clock. It's like, hello, ding, ding, ding. Did you get it? Did you understand yet that you can't go half-cock doing something and that your mind can feed itself the negativity. Okay, so I heard something yesterday. I'm going to share it with you because every time I hear something that kind of, that really speaks to me, it's important that I share, is that we come here to experience the world from the heart space, from that vibration, okay? Now, when I say the heart space, I don't mean like everybody sitting around crying and talking about their feelings. I'm talking about the stuff that vibrates higher on the planet. Of course it is talking about your feelings, but it's not just about that. And it's not just the I love yous. It's about heart space. It's about caring, sharing, all of that stuff. Okay? But we make it about the mind. We make it about the mind. We think we're supposed to think our way into everything when we're supposed to be feeling our way into everything. Okay? Vibrationally. So if you can manage to work on the shift of that as you go, you could probably do a lot more. You can probably accomplish a lot more. So let me see what this magnificent little book, this by the way is the Cosmic Journey Oracle. I felt like it was nuts enough today for this, both these characters here to use, because it's kind of, it goes on the wild side and I love it. It says, ring ring. What if you've left clues and signs for yourself as wake-up calls for this lifetime, knowing you would fall asleep to your true mission? These symbols appearing in books, movies, songs, colors, names are calling you. There's a reason you've been drawn to this cosmic journey right now, and drawing this card is the next jolt forward, right? The Prince is also somebody who jolts forward. The Page is also somebody who comes up with new ideas. So these, if you switch them around and use them purposefully, you can get in a much better state of mind so that your vibration can work for you instead of your mind working against you. Pay attention what is real. We can dream while fully awake, but we have to choose to wake up first. You're both a dreamer and a dreamed, ready to bring your dream to life. Wow, I like that. You're the dreamer and the dreamed, ready to bring your dream to life. What dream or nightmare am I ready to wake up from? Make a list of signs, symbols, and synchronicities that, on second thought, could have been calls to yourself through your dream time. Ideally, create a folder in your phone to store photographic evidence and or record them in your cosmic journal. So, yeah, that's a good idea. When you do get signs, when you get like intuitive hits, when you get communication, write it down. Write it down. You may flip through them at one point, and it may be just a reminder at the right time of what you were supposed to be looking at. Allow your work to become your art. Number 3. Okay, so this to me is an indication to slow down from this stuff. Okay, we have to accomplish a lot of things every day, and some days are worse than others. There's nothing wrong with you slowing up. I always think of it this way. Today I had lots to do. I still have lots to do when I'm done with this reading. But the way I'm seeing it is I'm doing quality work with every little step that I take. All the stuff that I did earlier on, I did it 1 foot at a time, even though it may have felt sometimes that it was going slow and that I wanted to go faster. I just did it one thing at a time. And when I need a break, I will take a break and then come back to it. There's always another minute. There's always another moment. There's always more time. And just, I don't know, just walk slowly, but walk forward. If you run ahead and you forget things, it makes you have to turn around. So what's the use in rushing? Just take your time and do it right. That's what I'm saying. Allow your work to become your art. Let it become art instead of work. Instead of when you have too many things, it becomes work. It becomes a burden. You're going, I got to do this, I got to do that, I got to do this, I got to do that. And suddenly you're just out of time. You don't need to treat it that way. You can just slow it down. You've now been given the choice of what kind of work will truly become your art. It's up to you. You are limited only by how much courage you can muster to fully explore what this can mean. Merge in your head, heart, and highest purpose to bring everything to bear. From the business model to the impact you wish to make, envision the business love story you want the world to buy. Who is your perfect customer? What do they wake up thinking about? What keeps them up at night? Where can you find them? What purpose do they want to serve in the world more than anything else? The more specific you can get about the details, the better. Build the damn thing already, because your dream customers are waiting to fall in love. I love the way I say, build the damn thing already. Okay, so Cosmic Catalyst. If you could truly do anything in the world to make it my art, what would it be? So this is great. This is business related, but I still think it really applies to this reading of the block. Okay, whatever you do, please take time doing it. Make it your art, not your work, because that way it will be sustainable in the future. But for anybody who is having a hard time coming up with ideas for something to do, first of all, I would add to that, look where there is a need in the world. Where is there a lack, where people constantly complain that there's something missing? You want to help them fulfill a part or a space in their lives that needs to be filled, and do it in a very constructive and of service kind of way, not one to manipulate people. Okay, very important. Always important. These are slippery cards. All right. So what do I do now, Pisces? What do I do now? Well, I'm going to pull some cards. Let's pull some water, some fire, and some earth cards, as I've been doing all week. So the water portion of this week is half. The fire portion of this week is a quarter, and the earth portion of this week is a quarter, to make a full 100% of your energies this week. Okay? Okay. So what might be causing the fact that you want to do so much more is the Seven of Cups with the King of Wands, is wanting to take action on all the ideas that you have. I have to say that sometimes I think that it's not the lack of ideas we have, it's the lack of time or the lack of knowing what to choose. So you have the King of Wands here telling you, choose one and really move forward in that energy. Don't get stuck into many, many things. It's like having too many pots on the boil. You just don't have enough. You don't have enough eyes or arms for that. You need to just focus on a few. You can always come back to the other ideas. So one of two things. You either get paralyzed from doing it, or you're trying to do it all, and this is what is causing the muck up. Okay. Okay, so we're going to pull some fire energy, which has been William. Right. So Ace of Cups is written love, reminding you that vibrationally you have to do it from the heart space, from the passionate space. Pick the one thing that brings you the most passion and love, that vibrates you in love. That's what the fire energy is telling you. The one thing. And you'll know what it is. There may be, out of the 7 things, there may be 4 things that are more fun that you'd like, 2 things in particular that you really like, and one that you really want to try. So give that one a shot, or 2 of them. But don't go too far, as in trying to, like I said, do too many things at once. Because it might just, I don't know. That's when you'll have the Page of Swords going, oh, you were doing too many. It wasn't going to amount to anything. If you do too many, you might end up screwing up all of them and not moving forward in any of them. So pick one. The one that reflects you the most. Look at that, the reflection. The one that reflects your love and ambition to these things the most. All right. The Empress, right. We are very creative. Creativity is part of our makeup for sure. But the idea with the Empress is you actually want to bring it to life. You don't want it to sit on the shelf. You don't want it to just sit there and do. You need to nurture it. Okay? You need to connect with it to bring it to life. You need it to give it power. And if you don't, it's going to fizzle and go away. If you do too many, it's just not going to work. You're not going to give it the energy that it needs and the attention that it needs. That's a big message here, Pisces. Whatever you're looking at, this is what you need to focus on right now. Okay, so do I want to pull some more? Yeah, I do. Let's pull some more. The Sun, clarity. We also build these awful checklists. They're showing me checklists in our brain of things I must do right now. I must do this right now. Are they really a must do right now? Or is it because you wrote it down on your checklist and now you believe you have to do all of that right now? The Eight of Pentacles. Very busy. Very, very busy. But you want to be doing quality. The Eight of Pentacles is all about quality work, not quantity. Quality. Not how many can I get done? How many can I do right? Okay. It's all about striking a balance this week. Figuring out how to get it done. The Guide and the Nine of Cups. Gorgeous. Yeah. From a vibration within, from a childlike joy perspective, an art project. Just imagine coloring books, you know, crayons. Happy. A happy time to do things, rather than just trying to get stuff done. Get it done, get it done. I know we all have things that we need to accomplish, but you can do that. You can still manage to do that and still manage to have time to have fun. We always rush to the finish line of anything, any project, so that we can get some time off. Or just take time for ourselves. The problem is that if we rush too far, like I said, you can screw it up and then it can cost you more time. So just take your time and take a break. Would it be better to have, like, I don't know, instead of having 3 or 4 days off, you know, if you have such a thing, rushing towards something but it's not done correctly, and then you come back to a mess? Or would it be better that you do something and you have 2 or 3 days off instead, or even 1, you know, if that's the case, but you know that everything you did was good, and you can truly, truly enjoy that day. The Nine of Cups saying that when you work on things in a state of happiness and in gratitude, it feels less like work. You can slow yourself down knowing that you can work at different paces. And time off is just, it's time off, but it's not time off from your passions. It's just time off. Okay? That's the important part too of the crucial, I should say, the crucial part, let's use another word, of finding what you love to do. Because then your work doesn't need to be work. You can get rid of that word and you can just say, I do what I'm passionate about in life. Work becomes, I don't know, less utilized. Alright, so the fire energy here is the Seven of Cups again. So it's time to make your choices. It is time to make your choices. You have it twice here. Choices are telling you it's time to, let's see here, it's time to decide. Use your imagination. Use your creative brain. Start small. Start small and work it out. Take the time to figure out. Really do. Because it's good to take time to do something so that you can figure out exactly where you want to go. It's time well spent, is what I want to say. It is time well spent. Okay, Five of Wands in reverse. There's a lot of indecision here. The Five of Wands is about brainstorming. So in reverse means that you have solved the problem, you've made a decision, you've decided what you wanted to do. Now go get it, but in a way that you can move ahead without having to take 4 steps back. This is the most important part. God, I hate that word. I'm going to stop using it, Pisces. I keep saying that and I don't. Hold on here. Hold on. Hold on. Okay. Just going to get some more stuff back here. And now I'm going to use the crazy, sexy love notes for you, Pisces. Before I drive myself crazy using that word. Okay, so in the comment section, which I always do, I want you to write, I will walk, I will not run. I will walk, I will not run. Absolutely. No need to run right now. All right. Oh, you have dance and accept compliments.